Okay, so drill of the week this week, I've chosen one of my favourites. It's a 4v4 plus 4 possession drill. This is really simple. So what I'm going to do is just take you through quickly the setup and then what the objective I'd be looking for in this drill. You can do lots of things, but what the objective would be for me and what coaching points I would look to deliver as well during the exercise. So it's a dead simple setup, which is a real positive. So it's ability dependent in terms of size. So I would say 30 by 30 and move it in depending on the ability of your players. You could move that right into a 20 by 20, but always start bigger and make it smaller as you deem fit for the ability of your players. Just cone off a square. And we need bibs for 3 teams. So you see I've got 3 different colours here. I've got blues, whites and pinks. And I've done this for 12 players, but you could amend that to suit, and we'll probably talk about how we'd add some more players in later down the line. So the objective for me during this session would be maintaining possession through overloads. So with it being a 4v4 in the center, you've got 4 around the outside. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So you've got 4 around the outside who are playing for the team in possession. So it's essentially an 8v4 overload for the team in possession. The ball is going to turn over. So if the whites were to win the ball, they then become the team in possession playing with the pinks. So it's always an 8v4 overload, and you've got those transitionary moments within it as well. In terms of coaching points, let me just reduce that screen again. So in terms of coaching points, the things I would be looking for at a headline level are scanning, movement, and position. And then there's a lot of granular level coaching points that we could bring in. For scanning, obviously it's a tight space, so we want players to be aware of the space around them. We want them to be scanning at all times, and scanning can be misinterpreted, I think, as just a check of the shoulder. And scanning can be forward. It's just taking in information around you, and and creating a next step or a couple of next steps with that information, whether that's information for yourself or whether that's information you give to your teammates. So I'd be looking to see if players are scanning and how often they're scanning and trying to take in information around them. We'd be looking at movement as well. So the timing of movement into space. Again, it's a tight area, so movement's really, really important. Our movement to receive the ball and our communication, again, with our teammates to let them know what movement's required. And position as well. So I'll be looking at position. There's a statement that I think Johan Cruyff said, which was walk away from your teammates to help them. And you'll see in drills like this, when the ball goes into one of the bounce players, players in possession and out of possession will all sort of press together and go towards the ball. The team that have got the ball are trying to go to the ball to receive it. The team without the ball are trying to go to the ball to go and win it back. When actually holding position and walking away from your teammate will offer up more space for you and give the person on the ball more space as well. So I'd really be looking for players to maximise the space that they've got, hold their space and be brave in the space as well, and be really big, right? So we think about the principles of when we've got the ball, make the pitch big. When we haven't got the ball, make the pitch small. We've obviously got an overload to exploit here, so we want to use as much of the space as possible. Other things I'll be looking for are body shape. So when we receive the ball, are we receiving the ball with the correct body shape to then play in a positive manner? If we can't do that, hopefully we've had communication to say man on, you've got a man on your back. Are we doing things like bouncing the ball back into the bounce player and then opening back up again and really thinking about our movement after inviting some pressure in? And the last thing that I would be looking for here, not an exhaustive list, but another thing I would be looking for is maybe, can we invite pressure to one side? So can we use those bounce passes on the outside to invite the defending team in? That should open up space again on the far side. So playing shorter passes to invite pressure to then enable us to play longer again and get out the other side. So they're some of the things I'm looking for in terms of how the setup of the drill would work. like I say, it's a 4v4 in the middle. You've got 3 teams of 4 essentially. As soon as the team that have got the ball are playing with the players on the outside. They're locked onto each side of the square with an 8v4 overload. If the white team were to win the ball here, they become the team in possession and then are playing with the pinks. And I'd probably rotate the players from the outside in every 5 minutes or so. So you're rotating those 3 different teams. So they all get a chance to play on the outside and they all get a chance to play against each other in the middle as well. Drill of the week, hopefully you enjoyed that. It's one I use often, really good for a match day warm up as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. And just while I've got you, just to introduce you to the drill library section, it's in the classroom, as you can see at the top. The community is right here where we all chat. The classroom is the next one along. The drill library is the 4th tile, so just right here, video drill library. Click into there, and there's lots of drills in here, all labeled with the amount of players that I suggest, but then a description of what the drill is. What I will be doing as well is adding all of the coaching points and all of the setup details as text into each one of these drills as well. So with the amount of players that I've suggested, that is a suggestion. You can manipulate these drills, have more players if you deem. If you've got one extra player here, I would probably just put another player on the outside and have one of the sides of the square that have got 2 players on. And then you could also do a 5v5 in the middle, 3v3 in the middle. You can manipulate the numbers that you've got to suit the drill as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Go and check out the drill library. Let me know what you think of this drill, if you're going to use it, if you have used it, and how you get on as well with those coaching points that I've spoken about. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.